Abbott has discovered a medical breakthrough with a new pacemaker. Here with the details, Dr. Rajesh Banker, a clinical electrophysiologist at Hoag Memorial Hospital Presbyterian. What will this mean for heart patients?
So, with regards to heart patients, it's a huge step forward. And I can imagine that with these patients, the best way to give life to that question is to give you an answer with a patient story. So Jerry, who was one of my patients for the last year, he actually was not able to do his usual pickleball playing and golfing because he found that his heart rate had slowed down to a dangerous level. We were able to give him these leadless pacemakers through part of a clinical trial over at Hoag, and by just feeding them through the veins into the heart, he was able to recover very quickly, feel better by the next day, and within a week back to his golfing and pickleball playing.
How does this pacemaker compare to the previous version?
Well, I think if we compare and contrast it to traditional leadless devices, these devices compared to traditional transvenous devices. Now, traditional transvenous pacemakers had these long wires that were attached to them, and these new devices are quite tiny, and they go entirely intracardiacally. So we have one device in the top chamber, one device in the bottom chamber of the heart, and they communicate with each other on a beat-to-beat basis via something called eye-to-eye communication. And they're able to adjust the heart rate as needed to get the heart rate back to a normal level. And with that, when we compare and contrast these two devices, we are able to say that there's major advancements. So number one would be a major decrease in complications. The wires that we showed you a second ago there, when we take the wires out of the system, the complication of those wires go away, and that was the majority of the complications from that system. That included infection, the leads breaking and having to be replaced, and blocking up the veins that the leads would have to travel through. So without those, the complications are removed. In addition, the implant itself has no surgical pocket. There's no cut in the skin because we're able to feed this all through the vein into the heart. It's a much improved recovery because of that, with no surgical pain, no arm restrictions. In fact, the only thing we ask of our patients is to do no heavy lifting or exercise for 1 week.
Thank you, doctor.
Have a happy, healthy holiday season.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.